What are some key metrics and indicators that leaders should focus on to track progress effectively?
Okay, right. Once we know the outcomes we're going for, and once we're clear that we should be using our resources on the factors that lead to those um, outcomes we care about, then what we should be measuring are those things that we think are going to lead to the things that will give us what we care about, and test those assumptions out. If we say, oh, we've increased our morale at this company, but none of our other metrics have changed. Our customer satisfaction hasn't changed. Um, our, our, um, our income hasn't changed. Then we would want to look at if we're looking at the right factors. I remember this story of an apartment building or an office building in New York City, where there was a lot of complaints about the elevators, and no matter what they did, the complaints wouldn't stop. It was one of those other things, one of those stories, kind of like or with the pacemaker story. But in this case, it was just complaints about the elevator taking too long, and they would speed up the elevator, try to get the doors up. They would hire a person to just operate the elevators. It wasn't until none of those factors moved the dial. So measuring progress in those areas wouldn't have helped. What ended up helping is when they put mirrors in the lobby. That's yeah, that's when the complaints began to decrease, because now they were making progress on a factor that mattered. We didn't know it, of course, but it's vanity, or it's occupying themselves. So just standing there, no matter how long it was, just was cause for complaint. People didn't like standing there, but now you give them something to occupy themselves. They can check themselves in the mirror. That changed things, or at least the weight became valuable. Maybe that's what happened. We don't know.